If you grew up and your mama was a pimp, a actual pimp, bruh, I'm not fooling with homie, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I'm not. Hey, Curtis Jackson.
Big facts, big facts, big facts. This is big facts, big facts, big facts.
It's your boy Big Mike, too big for 1G. We in the building. Big facts.
Big facts. What's going on, man?
Big facts. Back.
Golly.
Live. Full
Always
effect.
good. All the time. Every time on air. Breath of fresh air. Beware. Always aware. Every time. All the time. And all the good is gracious. Big Mike, what's going on, man? How you been?
I'm cooling, man. Big blessings, man. All day, every day.
All
Man.
day, every day.
He is good all the time. We good. We had a strange Super Bowl.
Yo,
We had-
I'm telling you, man.
We had a strange Super Bowl. Not just the halftime show. Before we get into the halftime show, I just want y'all to know that the Patriots and the Seahawks, that was an all-time classic defensive game.
that
It was
part.
very fun to see defense win a championship.
It's been a long time since we've seen a good defensive game like that, where the
Yeah.
and it's one of those things where both defenses were great, but the Pats got worn out. They were on the field too
Yeah.
long. It was too much.
Yeah.
It was
That
too
offense
much.
gonna have to get some more firepower, but their defense is the reason why they made it to the Super Bowl. No different for the Seahawks.
Yep.
No knock on neither one of those offenses because they did put up points throughout the season and the
Oh, for sure.
playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But straight to the point, defense win championships, baby, not offense. I love that offense sell tickets and put butts in the seats, but definitely defense took this one home. I'm a
Yep.
big defensive mindset. I can't help it. It's a soft spot in my heart. I love it.
And that's what you'll
Good
hear
job.
from folks. They'll be like, it wasn't high scoring. And it's just
Yeah.
like, or they would say, oh, it didn't really start scoring until like the fourth quarter, right? When the Patriots were able to just get away basically off of field position in a good run game. Like they was doing their thing. Defense got tired, but it's like that defense wins championships. And one way is going to get worn out. But I tell you, the Pats and the Seahawks, who would have thought at the beginning of the season that folks will be saying the Pats and the Seahawks? I wonder who had them in their fantasy draft of going to the Super Bowl and really
I don't know,
putting them
man.
like that.
Patriots is real close the season before. Seahawks kind of been on a rebuild for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
both teams have been in a rebuild. To see them kind of come back like that, yeah, big ups to them. I seen the Seahawks like halfway through the season. I was like, boy, I don't see nobody beating that defense. Like it's the way they was balling. But shout out to whoever that DB was, man. I'm not gonna mispronounce his name. I don't remember his last name completely. I don't even remember his name. I think his last name is. I'm not even gonna screw it up. I'll get back to y'all on that. I think it was Gonzalez. Or something. But that kid was playing mean defense for the Patriots. They had a corner dude that seemed like he was just stopping big plays, big bombs, like straight good corner dude, like locked down in his hip. Great job. Now, the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. Bad Bunny.
Bad
Bad
Bunny.
Bunny, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Man, what's going on?
BTP, bro, that's your lane, bro. Like that's in the Spanish community. I want to know from your perspective, from your point of view, from your mindset, from your cultural understanding. You tell me about this halftime show and what it meant and what it represents to help me understand the culture. As a person that's not immersed into this culture, this Spanish culture, the Latina culture, the Mexican culture, the Puerto Rican culture, that Spanish culture. Can you help me out?
First and foremost, it was really interesting to see who he brought out. I think when it comes to halftime shows, it's one of them things where you see who they bring out and you have no idea about it, right? We look at some of the folks that he brought out. Lady Gaga was brought out. Ricky Martin was brought out, and Ricky Martin was brought out. That was the one that really tripped me out because I was like, yo, that Ricky Martin, and it was like I had no idea, but I thought about it. I believe they're both from Puerto Rico, so it's one of those things he was able to put on like that, the way that
Hey, everybody was tripped out about the suit. Nobody put one and two together. I definitely did. That suit. I hope that's where you're at with it.
Yeah,
that suit. That suit. That's Ricky Martin, people. For those of you who don't remember, that's Ricky. All right. Because that suit is definitely him. And it's an old suit from like the theatrical, the theaters, the acting. He took it there.
Yep.
And then threw a number on the back of that bad boy. And okay, I'm gonna shut up.
No, it's honest, man. And the thing is, he was able to hit a lot of different perspectives of like just Latino lifestyle. I think the one that was really dope for me, aside from watching old school sit around the table playing like cards or like bones or something like that, but it was like the youngster sleeping in the party, right? And then supposedly that party was an actual marriage. Them folks that was on the field getting married, that was an actual marriage that was legit. So, and they had all the different trees. And the thing is,
no shit. That was legit. That was a straight up real marriage happening at the Super Bowl. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was
I
a legit
did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm slipping on my pimping. I can't believe I didn't catch that.
It's legit. I mean, I think they even had Cardi B and one of the other ones as like backup dancers in the back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a whole bunch of folks that came out, showed love. I thought it was extremely entertaining. The visuals were really cool. I thought it was real clever that there were a bunch of people as trees. I'm thinking to myself, how do you go and set up like 1,000 trees? And it's like, oh, just put people in costumes and have them walk out there. That's like brilliant. You don't got to set them up. And then when you're done, you just have them run off the field. It's like trees.
No more trees.
Done. No more trees.
Trees, so, exit, stage right, and left.
All that, and then one of the scenes, a lot of folks were able to tie was when he was on top of the electrical lines. And, as we remember, Puerto Rico was without power for a very long time, whether if it was just poor infrastructure or if it was because of the hurricanes that hit, they would be without power and without resources for long periods of time. And, little aid was received. They were able to receive aid. I believe even some firefighters from here in the state of Texas, shout out Austin and San Antonio, went to provide aid, to Puerto Rico when they went through those natural disasters. Because
shout out ATX and SA, man.
Real shit, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is to remember, this is a U.S. territory. You know what I'm saying? This is Puerto Rico.
I was going to mention that.
We're talking about that man on stage was a U.S. citizen. And a lot of times, in halftime shows for Super Bowl in the past, we've had a lot of immigrants that performed on that platform. They just were of European background usually. So it was like there was no like fuss about it. But, we have a U.S. citizen on there, doing his thing. He's doing it in Spanish, but I mean, that's the predominant language of Puerto Rico. I'm like, you can't get mad about, just being who you are, because that's what art is in music, is just being who you are.
Hey, so I heard through the grapevine that he said he was giving everybody like 2 months to learn Spanish.
What?
That's what I heard, bro. I heard that he had said, don't quote me, but this is just what I heard through the grapevine. Could be right, could be wrong. But he said he gave everybody like 2 months to learn Spanish. So,
man, I've been trying all my life.
Like facts.
And it just don't stick, but then again, cultural, right? Because even here in the state of Texas, you'll have folks of Latino descent where it was either you learned Spanish or you weren't taught Spanish.
Sink or swim, bro. Like,
yeah, but you
gotta learn it.
You don't get taught Spanish though, because your parents see it as a negative repercussion, especially in school and stuff.
Absolutely.
So that was another side of it. So a lot of folks, especially my generation, that third, fourth generation, you don't get taught Spanish, and a lot of it seems to stem from that negative stereotype. Like, hey, because I remember I went to school, folks was talking Spanish, they get written up immediately. They don't even play. The teacher's like,
I remember that.
Talking shit about me. How you going?
Yeah, my teachers used to do the same. I'm not gonna lie. But we definitely had Spanish class where we had to speak nothing but Spanish.
Yep.
So it was just
that part.
The contradicting of it all, I myself came up a little bit before you Okay, not that much people. Don't be out here trying to assume that Big Mike just that damn old. Cause okay, yeah, I'm a little bit up there, but still, I came in a little bit earlier than he did, and we went through the same high school, and it was damn near two different worlds. And I can honestly say that what he went through, I went through, but like times 10.
Hmm.
Like if our slang was too pungent, had a had a little bit too much funk on it,
That
we
part.
we would get in trouble for it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like so. Let alone Spanish. If you spoke Spanish, shout out to my homies that spoke nothing but Spanish when we went to high school together. You know who you are. No speak eight. That's my homie. Play baseball together. But that's what we called him. Like that. This is how. And you do that nowadays, you're gonna get canceled. You're gonna get sued. You're gonna go through all these legal legits. Like the mentality of that generation was a little different. So he really understood that that was his name, and he would respond to it. But he was one of my homies, man, like one of my really good close friends, and
Hmm.
he didn't speak a lot of English at all. So we just called him No Speak A, and he would respond. And and it was funny because he was our best baseball player too. No cap. Best baseball player, dog. He didn't even like soccer. He just loved baseball, and he was from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So when you have authentic culture and it runs through you, you're asking me to stop my first nature, my instinct. You want me to stop being instinctive. You want me to stop being human, basically, just so I can fit you in your society. That shit's bogus. It's really crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep. It
But
is, and then you see with it the the response of it, right? So when he was announced that he was going to be the halftime, there was competing shows during the halftime show that tried to garner attention. I think a lot of it was presented by
absolutely,
that Turning Point organization was probably the biggest one, and I think they had Kid Rock as the main headliner
yeah,
along with some other acts. And
yeah,
and it's interesting because I've never heard of that ever
ever,
happening at
ever.
other Super Bowl halftimes. Like the Super Bowl
That's
halftime show
blatantly
was
disrespectful.
the halftime show, like, and
Yeah,
so I thought that was wild. I thought
that's
that was wild.
disrespectful. I'm gonna call it what it is. I'm gonna call
Hmm.
it spade a spade. I got you back. Don't worry about it, BTP. I got you. That shit is very disrespectful. It was very disrespectful, and I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I understand tradition and nostalgia. I understand how we've seen the Super Bowl for many years. I've watched it for my whole life, really. You know what I mean? So I remember Michael Jackson's Super Bowl. I also remember Whitney Houston singing the national anthem. I also remember, like, man, who else? We had a very estranged Super Bowl one year. I think we've had Pink. I think um, we've had Pink. By the way, Pink shut it down
Oh,
unexpectedly. Pink shut it down. Okay, shout out to my girl. But on the other end, um, Eminem, 50 Cent did they thing. You know what I'm saying? M did his fucking thing. We gotta, like you gotta
oh,
look at the
yeah.
difference and the diversities of these Super Bowls.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing really tops Mike. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Nothing touched
nothing.
Mike Jackson. Nothing's touching that. Like I'm sorry. He just went very hard. Janet
Yep.
Jackson, unforgettable Super Bowl.
That was a dope one. Bruno Mars surprised me. That when the Bruno
Bruno.
Mars,
Oh, I
he
forgot.
he surprised
Bruno.
me. He did his
Bruno was a
motherfucking
good one.
thing.
Yeah.
He was cold, and even with the rebuttal after everything, I think Rock said on
Hmm.
the news segment he was being interviewed by, he was like, they should have picked somebody from the Bay Area, right? He was said the E40 or this other rock band,
Facts.
and then
I
you heard
now
something
that's
similar from the Kendrick one where it's like, oh, they're in New Orleans, they should have picked Wayne, and that's
hell
and that's
no.
and that's
Um,
and
hell no.
yeah.
We're not doing Wayne at the Super Bowl again. We've
Again,
already done Wayne. Look it up. If I'm not correct, quote me on that. Please look that up right
nah,
now. Check
no
and see. I
way.
want to
He's
say
never
Wayne's
done a
already
Super
done.
Bowl.
I want to say
Nah.
Wayne's already done the Super Bowl, bro. I want to say. I may be wrong. Please quote me on that. I'm probably wrong, but let's see. I want to say he has. But no, I feel like Kendrick.
Nah, he's
I don't.
never done it.
He's never done it. Okay,
He's
so
never
Kendrick.
done
With Kendrick, in my case, that was not big facts. I told you. That was not big facts.
it.
That was not big facts. Thank you for checking me out on that, B. For real. But no, with Kendrick, I felt like if you'd have done it on the fucking moon, somebody would have had something to say because it was that controversial, bro. Like
Oh
if
man,
the Super Bowl was placed on the moon,
yeah,
somebody would have had a problem.
with the
Like
song
because
he did, and
they'd have been like, nah,
yeah,
nah, nah. We needed to have something that was related to fucking Neil Armstrong. You know what I'm saying? It would have been something said. You know what I'm saying? Like so we would have had to have like one of his offspring there or some shit. Like it would have been something said. But no, I feel like with that I was gonna bring up Kendrick's performance because both were very politically correct. Both were
yep,
very cultural truths.
yes.
Both were, in my opinion, he took the Kendrick Lamar recipe.
I believe so. With all the political hostilities that's going on in the landscape right now, it's I would say the Bad Bunny, and it's crazy to say with Bad Bunny, but it's interesting to see where people like say, hey, I'm gonna do this with my platform. Him and Kendrick Lamar were the most critical of the nation within their performance of like all the halftime shows I could really ever think of. Like a lot of it, I mean, it was either about performance or just performance. Never really like a true political social message like
Stance.
that.
You
Yeah,
see
stance.
a lot of them get away from it, but
Right.
but if you go back in history, you'll see how many actually did it. Go back and look at the other Super Bowl performances and look how
Hmm.
many of them actually stood for something. Some of them really had big meanings in them.
Hmm.
You know, Pink is another example. Michael Jackson was another example. Michael Jackson's performance had an ability to bring the entire world together. The entire world. At one time, the whole entire world was looking at that performance. No cap. The whole world stood still like we was watching a Mars landing.
I couldn't imagine Mike Jackson in today's time. Like
Bro,
it'd
he'd
be.
kill it. Like nobody if he Lord bless that man's soul if he wouldn't have passed away or did he?
Oh
Or did
man,
he?
that
That's the
part.
controversial conspiracy theory. Like, did he or did he not?
It's
Like,
so amazing how things. That's a whole nother. Oh goodness
but
gracious.
but
Yeah.
but may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
And if he was living, he'd be shitting on a lot of these people's and they would be upset with him and be trying to figure out how to put him in jail or some shit. Because he would be upset with a lot of people and
Yeah.
it's a lot of people that wouldn't have money right now
Hmm.
if Michael would have stayed alive. If Michael would have been alive, you gotta understand how many major record labels he would have taken billions of dollars from by
He,
now.
there was no other in the industry, to
That
be able
you
to
know
do
how
his.
many labels owed him money, and we're talking the biggest ones that owed him money, and he was coming for it. He was coming for it, bro. They had to pay. He had already won. They were gonna have to come up off of a lot of money, a lot, a
Crazy.
lot for his name and for his music and for his likeness. And he was coming out to everybody. If you
Hmm.
fucked up and played with Mike, Mike was on your ass. One of the most soft-spoken gangsters of all time,
That
and
would
and and we don't give him enough credit. Out of that rabbit hole, into this rabbit hole. The rabbit hole we're gonna climb into is crazy. Y'all already probably know that we're gonna touch on this topic. Apologies for my ice water, but it is really good and I can't put it down. Um,
Refreshing.
it's 50 Cent and Ti beef. Yes, very refreshing. This 50 Cent and Ti beef.
Which is still
I
related because 50 Cent was in the halftime show.
50 had a halftime show. We
He
brung
was
up
with
50.
Kendrick. He was with Kendrick.
Um,
And Eminem said he wouldn't perform the halftime show unless 50 was there.
and you can't. You can't. I mean, shout out to M. I know we don't like giving the Caucasian a lot of his,
Oh
uh,
God.
but that motherfucker there is good. He's good, dog. I don't care about his personal views or personal understandings or personal nothing. I don't really care about artists' personal lives. Like, bro, that's their business. And if you choose to be whatever you are in your personal life, then that's your choice. But in music, that dude is a killer. Don't play with him alone. You leave him alone. And while we still playing with 50, he told y'all to leave him alone a long time ago. Don't bother 50, man. Leave 50. Beef is what he does. That
Serious. He
you want
started
to
his
know?
career on that shit.
Come on, bro. Like that boy Beef is what he do. He grills it up. He loves it. He got a outstanding debt on a lot of people.
If
And
if anyone ever want to know how to rob, it's probably one of the first singles to check of
bruh,
him really going in on folks at that time on those levels because there wasn't no social media back then. This is how you got
nah,
on folks.
straight music.
Music.
Straight music. Went right to the booth and got acting. Oh, y'all bitch asses. Like he 50.
Not on live.
Nah, bro. Straight booth. He go to the
Booth.
booth and talk to you and piss off a whole generation of people. Like, bruh, y'all, he's so petty. You can't beef with somebody that's that petty, bro. When he pay attention to everything, and then he post a picture of Ti's wife, King's mom. You know what I'm saying? And whatever young man, Ti's son, and I'm trying to get it out because I'm trying not to laugh. The picture was hilarious. First off, with
But
the ass cheek.
then all this shit like started because of like a comment on Instagram or
Man,
something
nah,
like that?
it really started as a call out. Like basically, Ti said he wanted to do a versus with, um, I think it was Lil Wayne, like a King of the South kind of thing. And but Lil Wayne, I think declined, and he was like, "Well, shit, if he don't want to do it, then should I do it with 50?" Because him and 50 was putting out music at pretty much the same time. And they
Right.
both were like super, super hot at the same time, Rubber
Definitely.
Band Man. And then you got Many Men, like, it Wankster, like all that came out at
They was
pretty
dropping
much the same
albums.
time.
Both
They
of
were
them.
going neck and neck. You feel me?
Yeah.
Ti was dropping hits after hits after hits,
Oh
but
yeah.
50 was dropping hits. Like 50 got a lot of hits, bro. Like we not gonna, the candy shop.
50,
Like, bro,
50,
I can go down a list. But
50, the thing about 50 is he got hits, but he also like at the same time of him doing these hits, diversified his portfolio in a way where he was dropping music. He dropped like 3 video games. He dropped a clothing
yeah,
line. He
yep,
dropped vitamin water. He
yep,
dropped, I mean,
yep.
like he was, and I know I'm
That's why
forgetting a thing or
that's
two.
no, quite a few, actually,
You
quite a
know,
few. But
the
that's why,
movies, of course.
before facts, before we got started, that's your stance is that, and let me correct me if I'm wrong, was that he came into the game and he really made his money and his fame off of movies and show business,
Yeah.
not necessarily music.
Yeah, I think a good bit of his assets come from the film industry because it's just
I,
the amount of money that you make in the film industry is like, especially is bananas.
it is bonkers, but I have to disagree. I have to disagree because he came into the game with a straight up Tupac mentality. Like he took Tupac's blueprint, okay, and made it an East Coast blueprint, and
Hmm.
then sprinkled some Biggie across the top. That's what he did. There
Andre
was there
Beats.
was on Dre beats, like bro, he took the Tupac blueprint of personality change. Cause that's what Tupac was. That was a persona, people. That was acting at its finest form. That's what Tupac did. Tupac was a good actor. He was a great actor.
Yeah.
That was a character he played when he did his rounds, when he was out in public. That was a character. I don't know why we think that you could just run around and be that type of thug life in real life, and you see the consequences. What was the consequences? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A shit ton of bullets.
And when he did get engaged in shit is when he did get in shit. You know what I'm saying? He caught cold cases. What he shot that cop, that off duty cop.
Right.
He jumped that
Right.
dude. You know that sprayed the
Yeah.
car. It's like
Yeah.
it catch up with you one way or
Like
another.
that lifestyle catch up with you. So he just took the blueprint and made it his own. Became very controversial. Became very in tune with what was going to help him climb to the top. So necessarily, it wasn't just his music; it was his likeness
Right.
that made him the money. He made a name. He made a staple, and music is what allowed him to get to it.
That's true.
Like without that music, he wouldn't have never been able to open up those doors that he opened up. His music crossed the water, went international quick, like fast. Get Rich or Die Trying, that album, that goddamn album, that album right there,
It's top 10 all time. You know,
all time.
I don't know where it falls, but it's top 10 all time. The movie that accompanies it is top 10 all time.
That was a
And
cult classic.
you know,
So
and what's crazy is I
very low
live
budget movie too. Let's let's
honest,
let's let's not cap. That was a low
honest.
budget movie.
A lot of it was just great narrative, great scripts, storytelling, great acting, and all
Great
that good
writing.
stuff. And
Yeah.
even when all that went down, I remember in an interview a while back they were talking about when he dropped that album in the movie, they wanted another 50 Cent album. They're like, we want the next 50 Cent, but he chose to drop the G Unit album. He was like, nobody wanted the G Unit album, like on the label or nothing. They were like,
No.
nobody wanted it, but he dropped it, which then allowed Buck to drop his, Game to drop his, and then Yayo, not Yayo, was the name, Lloyd Banks to drop his, because he said Yayo was locked up, and it helped all of them really kind of start rolling shit. You know what I'm saying?
It changed the game.
Yeah, it
So
did.
so understand how much money he made, not just off his music, but what he made off of the camp, off of
Right.
G Unit, the clothes, the merch, the likeness, the commercials, and then came what? Vitamin water
Whew. Vitamin water. That
with
I
Coca Cola.
I don't know where he came up with that, but that there was
Smart,
just,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
Dude was sitting down talking to the right people and just got into his business mode. He got into that hustler bag, and I respect it because I knew that's what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like he took you're in the likeness of Dr. Dre and Eminem, fucking Snoop Dogg, goddamn, like you're in these circles and you're listening to all these people, Shaq, everybody,
Right.
all these business mindsets, all these serious entrepreneurs, like you're really soaking up game. You think he didn't learn? Clive Davis, like Cat was around everybody, bro.
Yeah. No, he was.
Everybody. What the cold part is that nobody knows, that nobody really understands, the dude really from the streets for real. So he really ran into a lot of people before he even really truly became famous.
Honest.
So he had a foot in the game way before he got in the game. Like he just had to switch lanes. Once he got shot, he changed his life. He did all this, he did all that, blah, 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 blah. Why fuck with 50? T.I.
And
fuck
here's
with you, Tip.
and Ti, like what, and again in the same era, right? Because that's what I was talking about. In the same time of dropping music, 50 did this. In the same time of Ti dropping his music, he also was in movies. I'm not gonna say he was in movies, but it's just
Facts.
Paper Trail was probably his biggest statement album, especially, I mean, Trap Music was, I think, the biggest statement album for like the hood, but it's like, Paper Trail, as far as kind of the singles, the one that jumps out at me that I remember on the radio all the damn time was the one with Rihanna. and that was all over the damn place, you know. So it was like
Yeah.
that was his most, I think, mainstream success album that he was able to put out. But when you
Bro,
compare,
bro, bro.
what do you think?
Wait. Oh, one single, one track, Rubber Band Man, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that was what that was one of his older albums.
Yeah,
That was
bro.
one of his older.
Like,
I mean,
like
he got singles, so he has
so
music, you
that's
know.
like he got a catalog. We're not gonna
Yeah,
act like that man ain't got no catalog.
he
He
got a
got hit.
catalog. He got
He
hits.
got hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him and 50 would be a great versus.
Yes.
Him and Wayne, sadly to say, and this is really a big, huge statement, he does not have the catalog to fuck with Wayne. He just hasn't had enough time to put out music. And that's saying something. He got 20 years in the game now, don't he? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like don't he got about 20 piece already?
Yeah. Oh
T.I.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. T.I. been
But
out
but
forever.
but Wayne damn near got 30.
He's been in for a minute.
You feel me? Like that's what everybody don't understand. Like Wayne damn near got 30 years in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like damn near. So we're not quite, just damn near. Like, but it's a
tough. Like,
different type of. I couldn't line. How about you? Let's get to this other elephant in the room. Who would you rather see in a versus against 50? Because we know 50 got the catalog. So against, better yet, against Ti, would it be Wayne or would it be 50?
uh, the thing about the verses is they always put people, whether if there was like an old school beef or like similar region or something like that. So it's like when I think about comparing Ti and 50, I mean per hit, and I mean there's that, but it's like it's such a different. They're so both so different. You know, it would be easier for me to do Ti Wayne because they, how they said, they both from the South. They both have that style, that accent, that lingo. But when we talk about 50, it would be better to say maybe like 50 and Jada, or like maybe 50 and Nas, or like 50 and, you know, because they all from the East Coast. You know, just
Bless your heart. No. Bless your little young heart. No. They would eat 50 ass a lot.
I
I'm gonna
didn't say
say
who would win. I'm just saying like, you know,
no.
East
It wouldn't be entertaining enough because 50 took a lot of his style from the South, bro.
hmm
We listening to 50 beats. That shit sound like South music. It don't really have that East Coast bebop. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Word.
really have that high, high pitch, not a lot of bass. Like
I
it
feel
don't
that.
have that East Coast sound. It really had a down south sound.
It did.
Hence why it went over so well with us. Like no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No cap, for real. It went over real well with us down here because it had a lot of bass to it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Dre Beats, right?
it's
So
Dre,
it's
bro. So you get that West Coast feel. We love that West Coast music down south because it relates to us. You know what I'm saying? We can relate to that West Coast feel. I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie, I like East Coast music. I fell in love with hip hop through East Coast music before I even touched West Coast music. And that's the truth. Midwest and East Coast because Bone Thug.
Yeah, for sure. Can't yeah,
But
honestly.
but but you still got that East Coast feel because of the lyricism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was always the storytelling, the delivery, the lyricism, the punctuation on the words.
The
Like
sampling. The
that the
sampling
sampling.
was beautiful, and
It was
and the
brilliant.
timing in the sampling
Oh,
was awesome. And that was
precisely.
something that, you know,
But to put but to put him against Jadakiss, catalog too small. 50, I'm sorry, bro. Your catalog ain't big enough. These cats they've been doing this shit too long. You're talking
no,
30
yeah.
plus.
And then I mean, if we
So
start from the locks and then his solo career, then you add like everything in between. Yeah,
and
no, I feel you. I feel you. So I mean,
then his features. Then he got features that was hits.
no, I
So
mean, I
so
agree though. When you really think about 50 and his sound,
I could
you
and this is
know,
what I think that versus would be fucking entertaining. I'm gonna tell you why. Because 50's gonna have fun.
yeah,
50's gonna be funny, but then 50's gonna get pissed because T.I. is gonna come at his fucking throat and he's gonna perform his ass off.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing
it's gonna be hit after hit after hit after hit. Like T.I. is not gonna let up. And then
People
50 is
forget.
gonna bring out the guns. 50 gonna do hit, hit, hit. I'm talking heavy hitters, bro, because 50 had some jams, bro. And it's fucking Dr. Dre, Eminem. The supporting cast is bonkers. So, and then you got G Unit. Come on, bro. They had some hits. We're not gonna sleep on G Unit. They had some hits.
No, they did.
You know what I'm saying?
Did.
Like, and then they had monster solo artists coming out of G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on top of that, T.I. had a camp too.
He did.
But his camp, did his camp break out like his camp, like G Unit camp? No.
Nah, man. It just never. What was it? I know one of them called some fair time. I think another one,
Grand Hustle or something like that.
Another one, I think, like he passed, and I mean, yeah, it's all that. It's just all the crazy shit, you know.
So
and so if T.I. were to come out supporting Cass, and that's the thing when we talk about Versuz, right? I think Lord have mercy, the folks that created it, Timbaland and what was it, Drama. You know, it was real smart because it shows you a bit more about the music. It gives you the whole cultural sense of who they bring out. Like, who did they have recently? It was the two producers that did the Versuz. And one of the producers, all the people came out, all these rappers, and on the other side, like, no one really came out like that. And it's like, that's a part of it. It's a part of the show. So it's like T.I., who would come out with T.I.? I mean, Swizz, maybe, because that's like a DJ that worked with him. You know,
a lot, but
I mean, features.
There's others. T.I. got a host of features, bro. T.I. got a host of features. He got a lot of artists that he fucked with along through the routes and through the game, and he got a lot of hits, bro. Like,
no, he does.
He got a lot of hits.
He does.
The supporting cast is gonna be crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be a good Versuz. He got a good mind. I'm never gonna sleep on a Libera's mind, bro. That's word to brother. Like I fuck with you, dog. You a Libra, my nigga, but you got a lot going on, homie. So but look. 50 gonna kill you. Like, why are you trying to go play with this man, bro? Like, and then we ain't gonna leave Lil Dog out. What's his son name?
Oh, his youngster. And his youngster is out there getting involved with the socials and stuff. And I mean,
you know, like, that boy told that man go dig his mama up. But hold on, youngin. Your mama alive. That's why she a target. I ain't gonna lie. And your mama make yourself a very easy target, because why you got that weird booty out like that? That's crazy. I took that picture and wrote at you too. I'm just saying, let's keep it all the way 1,000 legit. You should have just went to mama and been like, mama, hold on. Wait a minute.
That boy 50, he on the social medias is definitely something else. And that's like a whole nother talking about Versuz. That's a whole nother
that's how we got to it. That's how the situation started. 50 was like, hell no. And T.I. was like, why not? And there it lay. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
so crazy, man. I'm still tripping about how he made like a whole documentary about Diddy. And how quick he turned it around.
Like as soon as he went to jail, whoop, got him. But the fact that you thought about this years ago, bought all the video footage, because Diddy decided he wanted to hire a camera crew.
Why not, right?
Because I thought I really believe I was finna beat this case head ass. So he thought he had an opportunity too. But 50 took the opportunity, bought all your footage, bought it all, everything, over the years and everything, shit from court, all of it. I want it all. And then I'm gonna make a documentary about your goofy ass.
I'm gonna get paid off this shit.
And I'm finna get paid off of your misery. You shitty son of a bitch. You wanna go fuck with him? You wanna beef with that?
He was on the show promoting this documentary series, and they asked him, "So who's your favorite villain?" And he was like looking around. It was all like, I like Diddy. Oh my god! I'll tell you, man.
Dog.
Like the world's gonna be a different day when the day Curtis Jackson passes on. The day that happens.
Bruh,
It's
because
gonna be a different.
Curtis is a problem. Like, first off, let's talk about this old timey ass name, Curtis. That's an old name, brother.
Curtis Jackson.
Curtis Jackson. Curtis Jackson. Nah. We about to hear from old Curtis Jackson.
Oh god. Oh,
how y'all doing out there?
Oh my god.
My name is Curtis Jackson. Like that's how I expect him to talk. It's wild, man. One day we're gonna get into artists' real names.
Oh
and,
my god.
we're gonna have a whole
serious.
About artists and their real names.
Kevin Hart was doing the whole thing. He was on hosting an event. He was all like, "I'm about to call y'all by y'all government," and he started.
Yes, and he hit everybody.
He was like, "Where's Mr. Calvin Brodus? Mr. Brodus.
Yes, Brodus. Calvin Brodus. Yes, Snoop Dogg. That is his government name, Calvin Brodus. Bruh, woe him out. So yeah, we got to do it. We got to get everybody because there's a lot of names out there.
Oh my god, no! But all in all, I feel you. 50 style, it would be a good versus. They both have club bangers. They both have club bangers, and you know, it would be interesting to see how all that plays out because that would be a funny versus. Oh my god,
Curtis Jackson.
Oh my goodness, could you see either one of them hosting the Super Bowl by themselves?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When I seen 50 come out on the Eminem performance, I was like, yo, 50 on a performance would be dope. I remember Linkin Park. Linkin Park did a great job. They had a great performance.
People are trying to get Kanye to do it next year.
Never. Ever. Don't ever
give that man a platform.
There's only one thing that I'm willing to listen to, and that's College Dropout or College. What's the name of that album, bro?
I like Graduation.
Graduation.
And he did the verses with 50, right? They had that album sale competition, and
nah, that's not a versus. That was an album sale competition for real. That was one of the last, and I want everybody to understand this. Mm-hmm. Like how epic that shit actually was.
Oh, that shit was huge, man. You sat them side by side.
How smart it was for the industry and how dope it was because it was the last time that hip hop was top of the charts in record sales, actual record sales, not spins or streams, people, but actual record sales, actual radio airtime, actual real numbers, real physical numbers. Not saying the streams are not real numbers. I'm just saying like it's different when it was sold by CD by CD, album by album, tape by tape. Yep. It was just different that you get that many people that can consume your album. We're talking on the millions.
It's a different metric, you know, and even those are conservative numbers because we had our bootleggers. We all have our folks out
those
there.
Those numbers are still buffered. Like those huge, gigantic record sale numbers are still buffered. Can we talk about how petty 50 is to the point where he bought out the whole front section of this man's concert, dog? Like
who he did that for? Ja Rule? He been going at that man next door.
Bruh.
No,
over a high school beef? Over a high school beef?
It's just fucking crazy, man.
A high school beef? If you grew up and your mama was a pimp, an actual pimp, bruh, I'm not fooling with homie, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I'm not. Hey, Curtis Jackson. I'm just saying, bro.
He'll be president one day if he really wanted to.
If he wanted to, he could have did it already, in my opinion. Well, he got enough money to do it.
He'd run Republican. And he'll win too. Oh God,
he'll win too.
Oh, they'll love him. We have Curtis Jackson on our side.
Curtis Jackson. Curtis 50 Jackson. Jackson. Jackson.
We all love money. It's beautiful.
I
It makes
love
perfect
money.
sense. Oh yeah. I'd vote for you, 50. I'd vote for
What a
you.
country.
I'd vote for you, man.
You
Lord
think
have
we're
mercy.
laughing stock now? Our second black president of all time is 50.
we got
Cut it
Obama.
out.
We got 50 Cent.
50 Cent. That's yeah. What? Hey, no.
Oh,
No.
golly. Hey,
man.
never know, man. Never know.
That would be hilarious.
That would be pretty crazy. I mean,
Hey,
shit,
y'all heard it
hey,
here first.
You heard it here first. This shit never happens. There you go, big facts.
Hey, y'all heard it in Big Facts first. Curtis Jackson.
For president,
And I
2038.
approve this message.
2038. You gonna vote for this? Oh man.
Curtis
Oh, yeah.
Jackson. All right,
I can see
man,
it.
let me get the hell out of here. I love y'all.
Oh,
Appreciate
my
y'all
God.
for listening. Fucking with Big Facts. Appreciate you, little bro. We gonna keep doing our thing. Bad Bunny, 50 Cent, T.I., and the little bitty weird looking scarecrow kid
Oh,
that's
God.
not his mommy. I love y'all. Stay safe. It's Big Facts, too big for 1G. We out.